Welcome back. We're talking about UN peacekeeping in Africa. South Sudan is the site of one of those missions. It also holds the distinction of being the world's youngest country. But it's been gripped by a civil war for more than 5 years that's left millions displaced and hundreds of thousands dead. CGTN's Patrick Oyet has this report.
More than 6 million South Sudanese don't have access to enough food, and the UN now warns that unless peace returns to the country, the food security situation will only get worse as more farmers are pushed from their lands. The World Food Programme says it needs more money to feed those starving here in South Sudan.
WFP is particularly seeking immediate funding of $662 million to allow us to pre-position food across 50 warehouses before the onset of the rainy season.
More than 200,000 South Sudanese people now shelter in UN compounds across the country. China is contributing a battalion of troops to the United Nations mission in South Sudan.
China hopes that all South Sudanese parties could put South Sudanese people's interests first, build mutual trust, and implement the agreements faithfully.
Right now, about 14,000 UN peacekeepers from around 60 countries are here, but more could be coming from Uganda and Sudan if the peace deal is implemented. The prospect of those extra troops is one of the reasons why South Sudan's government says it's committed to the peace deal.
We will be touring South Sudan, disseminating this agreement and appealing to our people to forgive one another and live together.
However, one of the challenges South Sudan's government now faces is finding funding for implementation of the agreement. Juba says it needs financial and technical support from international community, but some international donors such as the US, UK and Norway are still skeptical about the peace deal. The peace agreement provides for preparation for formation of a unity government to take up to 8 months, meaning a new government would only be in place by around mid next year. And that's when many displaced people are likely to return to their homes to start farming. For now, those people will have to rely on food from humanitarian agencies. Patrick Oyet, CGTN, Juba, South Sudan.